Hi, I'm Elena, a graphic designer with a talent for transforming everyday moments into vivid realities. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the beach, Michael and I stood hand in hand, enveloped by the warmth of our loved ones. The day had been nothing short of enchanting, filled with laughter and the soothing murmur of the ocean. "You look absolutely stunning, Elena," Michael whispered, pressing a tender kiss to my hand as we faced our family and friends. The applause swelled around us, and I felt like the luckiest woman in the world. The reception was in full swing, with guests dancing and the clink of glasses punctuating the vibrant music. Suddenly, Michael gently tugged me away from the festivities. His usually joyful expression was replaced by a serious look, starkly contrasting the smiles of earlier. "Elena, there's something important. Sarah is here tonight. I think it's best if you apologize to her." "Apologize? Michael, why would I apologize to your ex on our wedding day?" I felt my heart race, confusion quickly giving way to frustration. "There are things left unsaid, and it might give us all some closure." "Michael, this is our day. Why are we discussing this now? Why is she even here?" He turned away, the tension between us palpable. "She's a family friend. It didn't seem right not to invite her. Just a few words, Elena, for my peace of mind." "Fine, if it means that much to you," I acquiesced, my resentment simmering beneath a forced smile as we approached Sarah, who stood awkwardly at the edge of the dance floor. "Sarah, Michael thinks it would be best if I apologize for any past misunderstandings," I said, each word feeling heavier than the last. "Thank you, Elena. I wish you both the best," Sarah replied, her voice steady but avoiding eye contact. As we walked away, Michael squeezed my hand, expressing his gratitude, yet doubt began to creep in. Throughout the evening, I noticed Michael's gaze following Sarah through the crowd. Later, as the music mellowed and the night began to wind down, I pulled Michael aside. "We need to discuss what happened earlier. Why was it so crucial for you to have me apologize to Sarah today?" "Elena, it was just about making peace. Don't let this ruin our night." "Making peace on our wedding day? It felt more like you're still holding on to something from the past." "Elena, you're overthinking this. Let's just enjoy our night." His dismissal stung, and as I watched him mingle with guests, a troubling realization took hold. This wasn't just about making peace. It was a sign of unresolved issues Michael hadn't been honest about. What was meant to be the start of our happily ever after felt more like stepping into a concealed trap. I knew then that this was just the beginning, and I needed to uncover the truth about Michael's feelings for Sarah, even if it meant unsettling the foundation of our new marriage. The next day, still grappling with the confusion from the previous night, I met with a few friends over coffee, hoping they could offer some insight into Michael's peculiar behavior. "Why would Michael want me to apologize to Sarah of all people on our wedding day?" I asked, stirring my coffee absent-mindedly. "Elena, you know there was always something unresolved with Sarah. Maybe he feels guilty," Lisa suggested, her role as the devil's advocate clear. "But guilty enough to overshadow our wedding day? It just doesn't add up," I countered, frustration bubbling up again. "Yeah, it's odd, but maybe he's just trying to clear his conscience," Lisa mused. Tom, ever the mediator, added his neutral take, determined to get to the bottom of it. I waited for Michael to come home from work. The moment he walked through the door, I knew we needed to have a serious talk. "Michael, we need to discuss yesterday. Why was it so important for me to apologize to Sarah in front of everyone?" "Elena, I thought we agreed to put this behind us. I just wanted to smooth things over." "Smooth things over? Or is there something else going on? Are you still holding on to feelings for her?" "Come on, Elena, don't make a big deal out of this. You're blowing things out of proportion. This isn't just a minor issue. Michael, you embarrassed me on what should have been the happiest day of our lives." "I apologized, didn't I? Can we just move on?" "No, I can't just move on. There's something more here, and I need to know the truth." Our conversation was abruptly interrupted by the phone ringing. Michael answered, his face tightening as he listened. I could tell it was Sarah on the other end. He was cautious with his words and glanced at me nervously. "Elena, that was Sarah. She's going through a rough patch and needed some advice." "On our honeymoon? The timing is too coincidental." "Elena, you know I'm someone people find easy to talk to. But why does it have to be you? Can't she confide in someone else?" Why are you so insecure about this? You're being unreasonable. Unreasonable? Am I? Or is it unreasonable for your husband to take calls from his ex on our honeymoon? Elena, you're overreacting. You're letting your imagination run wild. Feeling dismissed and disrespected, I decided to take control. The next day, I reached out to Sarah and arranged to meet her at a quiet cafe downtown. Sarah, I don't mean to intrude, but I need to understand why you're contacting Michael. Elena, I'm sorry if this is causing problems. Michael was a significant part of my life, and there are things I'm still working through. But why now? Sarah, why on our wedding day? I hoped it would provide closure, for both me and Michael. This isn't closure, Sarah, it's causing more confusion. What exactly was left unresolved between you two? Elena, I don't think I'm the right person to explain that. The meeting left me with more questions than answers, determined to get to the bottom of things. I knew I needed clear proof of what was really going on. If Michael wouldn't provide it, I'd have to find it myself. The wheels were already turning for a plan to uncover the full extent of Michael's deceit, a plan that required careful and strategic execution. I couldn't let this slide. The doubts and secretive conversations were too significant. I called Mia, my trusted friend who had always been my rock in times of crisis. Mia, I need your help. It's about Michael and Sarah. Of course, Elena, what's going on? I need to find out what's really happening between them. I'm considering hiring a private investigator. Are you sure about this? It's a serious step. I've never been more certain. Can you recommend someone? Actually, yes. I know a private investigator who's discreet and efficient. I'll send you his contact information. Rick, the investigator, was a man of few words but came highly recommended. When we met in a dimly lit cafe, I outlined my needs. I need to know about their meetings, texts, calls, everything. Understood. I'll get you the information. The days that followed were a mix of anxious anticipation and maintaining a facade of normalcy around Michael. Finally, Rick called. I have something for you. We met again, and he handed me a folder brimming with evidence, photos, text message logs, and call records. The findings were damning: frequent secret meetings, daily messages, and more. It's exactly as you suspected. They've been in constant contact. With the truth in hand, I knew it was time to reveal everything. I planned to confront Michael at our upcoming anniversary party, where many close friends and some of Sarah's acquaintances would be present. The night of the party was charged with tension, at least for me. Michael was his usual charming self, unaware of the storm about to erupt. As we gathered everyone for a toast, I took a deep breath. This was the moment. Thank you all for being here tonight. There's something important I need to share. I turned to Michael, holding up the photos. Can you explain these? Michael, why have you been meeting Sarah in secret? The room fell silent. Michael's face drained of color. Elena, what are you doing? This isn't the place. No, Michael, this is exactly the place. Everyone deserves to know the kind of man you really are. Elena, please, let's talk about this privately. There's nothing left to discuss behind closed doors. You've betrayed our marriage. A murmur rippled through the crowd, shock evident on their faces. Michael tried to grab the photos, but I pulled them away. Everyone, I said, my voice steady despite the quiver of emotion. I've discovered that Michael has been lying to us all for months. He's been seeing Sarah while being married to me. Elena, stop this. It's not like that, Michael pleaded. Then what is it like? Michael, since there's so much to say, tell everyone here. The room was thick with tension. Friends exchanged uneasy glances, unsure of whom to support. Elena, this isn't you. You're better than this. Michael tried to deflect. I am better, I said firmly, and that's why I'm doing this. I deserve the truth, and so does everyone here. As I stood there, feeling the weight of everyone's eyes on us, I knew things would never be the same, but I felt empowered. Having taken control of the narrative and refusing to be a victim in my own story, this was the beginning of reclaiming my life. Regardless of the fallout, the room fell into a stunned silence as the confrontation between Michael and me reached its peak. Friends and family, some with mouths agape, watched as the drama unfolded. Why, Michael? Why deceive me? Why the lies? I demanded, my voice unwavering despite the turmoil inside me. Elena, I didn't want to hurt you. It wasn't anything serious with Sarah. I was confused and made a mistake. Michael stammered, his voice a mix of desperation and regret. A mistake? Secret meetings, countless texts, and calls? That's not just a mistake. You humiliated me on our wedding day. This was more than a lapse in judgment. Please, Elena, I love you. I never wanted to lose you. But you chose to betray me. How can there be love where there is no trust? The room buzzed with uneasy whispers. Our friends exchanged looks of disbelief and pity. I thought we could get past this. I thought we could start over, Michael pleaded, reaching for my hand. Start over after everything? No, Michael, it's too late. I can't just pretend nothing happened. As I pulled my hand away, Mia stepped forward. She's right, Michael. You can't play with people's feelings and expect no consequences. Elena deserves better. Supportive nods from those around us reinforced my resolve. This wasn't just my battle anymore. It was a stand for respect and truth. Turning back to Michael, I took a deep breath. This is over, Michael. I deserve a life filled with genuine love and respect, not deception and heartache. With that, I walked away, the murmurs of support following me as Michael stood there, a figure of solitude and regret. In the days that followed, the reality of my decisions began to settle in. It was daunting yet liberating. The path ahead was clear, and it was mine to shape. I was no longer bound by Michael's deceit or the shadow of a relationship built on lies. I channeled my energies into my passion for design, taking on new projects that challenged and excited me. My nights were no longer consumed by what-ifs but by the joy of creating, transforming blank canvases into expressions of my inner strength. Life had changed, quieter but more authentic. I found a new community of friends who valued and respected me. Each day was a step toward healing and growth. Standing by the ocean one evening, feeling the gentle breeze, I realized this was not just an end but a beginning, a chance to embrace who I was and who I could become. No longer defined by someone else's actions, I was free to be unapologetically Elena, strong, creative, and undeterred by the past. As we conclude Elena's tumultuous journey, here's a question for you. Should personal issues, like past relationships, ever be brought into new commitments, especially something as serious as marriage? Where should one draw the line between past loyalties and present commitments? This story unfolded with every secret revealed, leading to drastic decisions. What's your take on balancing personal history with current relationships? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your insights not only enrich our community but also help others who might be facing similar situations. Don't forget to like this video if you found Elena's story compelling, and subscribe to stay updated with more narratives that stir the mind and challenge our hearts. Your interaction means the world to us, and we're eager to hear how you feel about this complex intersection of love, trust, and past connections.